Welcome back, guys, to another Babbling beer review. Going to do a follow-on from the Asda's own bitter that I picked up. What was that? It was £1.20 for 4 tins of bitter from Asda's, which weren't bad, I don't think, for the money, for £1.20 for what it was. But I don't think it was 2%. I was in Morrison's today, having a bit of a mooch around, looking to buy something. There's something else while I was in there, and I saw these and I thought, you know what, why not just, as I see them through different supermarkets, pick them up, do little reviews on them, see how it compares to the Asda one. So I've got Morrison's own bitter now, 4 tins of Morrison's bitter. This is 2.8%, and this was £2.25 for 4. So again, not bad, not as good as £1.20, you know, for 2%, 4 cans of beer. 2.8%, 440ml can, £2.25. So still a bargain, isn't it? £2.25. Or is it? Is it any good? That's the question to ask. I thought I'd get them a try and say, we just, you know, I think they all do them, don't they? I think all these supermarkets do with their own. I'm sure I've seen them Tesco's before, their own bitter. So forgive me while I open the pack up. Nothing too exciting. Sort of basic, good old-fashioned packaging, isn't it? It's like the old bitter cans, isn't they? Just not the shiny bits all about there at the bottom. It's 2.8%. What's it give us on here? Nothing. Nothing. That's what it gives us. Morrison's supermarkets, Morrison's. They don't even go as far as to put ingredients. I mean, these products are supposed to have ingredients on them. And the modern day we live in, people with allergies and things like that. There's something about allergies on there. Produced for Morrison's. Vegetarian. Allergy advice, contains barley. So, very basic stuff. Doesn't give you, it gives you obviously your calories and whatever. That's 2.8%. Doesn't give you any ingredients whatsoever. So there we go. Could be anything in there, couldn't there? Barley and water and what else? Let's have a little look and see what it's about. Probably can hear the rain again. More rain. Yeah, a bit more of a, almost like a sort of cheap Pilsner smell. That's going to be interesting, guys, this one, isn't it? The pour, guys, the pour should be alright. 440 can into a glass, not a problem. Very fizzy sounding. 2.8%. It's a bit stronger than our 2% one from Asda's. Oh. White to just off-white head. Very bitter colour, isn't it? Amber in colour. Amber, light amber. Clear, very clear. And there's a little bit of fizz in there. I don't know, that light's now going to get in the way, guys. I don't know if you can see it. I don't know. Can you see the fizz? Hold up there long enough. Anyway, white head. This one hasn't dissipated just yet. I mean, remember the Asda one? As soon as I poured that out, it was gone as quick as I poured it into the glass. So not much of smell going on there at all. Like a sort of metallic-y tin smell, you know, you get from a beer. A bit of wheat, that sort of barley sort of smell, I suppose. Very faint. Doesn't smell very enticing at all. So, and the head is dissipating now, as we can see. I mean, it doesn't really lace, does it? As soon as you sort of drink it, it's or drink it. As soon as you look at it, it's not like a proper pint, is it? Where it clings to the glass and laces it nice as we drink it. Let's get it down the old neck and see what it tastes like. Very tinny, that one. carbonated, and as I say, like a very cheap Pilsner sort of. Is that fair to say, Pilsner? When I say Pilsner, I think I like, you know, the old Holston Pils, you know, that sort of. Can you still buy Holston Pils? I think you can, can't you? But light, and it's a bitter, not, you know, it's not supposed to be like. It does what it says on the tin, I suppose, doesn't it? It's cheap, you know. It tastes beery from a tin. Very tinny. Whether that gets better with time if I just left it to sit there open, maybe. Again, the head is almost dissipated. It's holding a bit more than the Asda one. It's lasted a few seconds, few minutes longer than the other one. That one almost just dissipated straight away. This is actually, dare I say, it's holding a bit, isn't it? I've still got a tin of the other stuff left. I should probably have one side by side. I've got a pack of 4 of these, so I probably will drink that other one alongside to see which is the which is the preferred. This is 2.8%. You know, it's 8% stronger than their 2%. It tastes a bit stronger as well. It does taste a little bit stronger. Again, too sort of carbonated for me. You know, I think if you left them, as I said before, let it go a little bit on the flat side, and then try maybe. I don't know. For 2.25, you know, it's wet. It's better than water. It tastes better than water. Do I prefer it to the Asda one? That's difficult, actually. I don't know. No, probably bang on the same, and the other one was weaker. But I don't know if that had a bit more flavour about it. The head's going now, but more head's going, isn't it? I mean, it's just like an old cheap old bitter, isn't it? You know, it's cheap, 2.25 for 4 tins, Morrison's. Yeah, not bad, not bad. Again, for a budget, you know, 4 tins of beer for £2. You know, if you're poor and broke, and you know, find yourself scrapping money like we all do at times. You want a light beer, you want to cut back on your beer intake. You generally drink beers. Yeah, the beer monster on here did sort of say in a comment on the last one, you know, I wonder if you could mix it with anything. I suppose you could take a tin of that cheap beer, or buy a pack of 4 of them and buy maybe if you can drink them all in one sitting. Buy a more expensive bottle of something, I don't know, one of your favourite beers or something, you know, a sort of commercialised one, a bit of Hobgoblin or something. Just pour it in there, and then top it up with this can of bitter. Might enhance the flavour a little bit, but maybe something to try out. You're still going to be in a cheap budget bracket there, aren't you? If you buy 4 tins of that in a bottle, so it's only going to be what, £5.5, £6. Give you five beers, wouldn't it? And maybe up the flavour a bit. But if you just want, you know, cheap 4 tins of beer, if you can't drink stronger ales or beers that you're not supposed to drink, you don't want something that's alcohol free. As I've said, these sort of beers got a little bit of alcohol in them, 2.8%. You know, ain't bad, is it? For £2.25, as I said in the last video, you could line these up in a row with several other beers. Probably, you know, struggle to pick it out. Do you know what I mean? The funny fact that it's weaker. As I said in the last video that I did, you know, the Asda one, there's several beers that I can think of, and I don't want to name them because, you know, it's not fair to them beers in a way. But you can line them up and you put this alongside and drink them, and they're all sort of gassy, standard, bittery tasting from a can or bottle beers. you know, and I suppose I'm bad because I'm biased to my hand pull beer, you know. They haven't got that carbonation as such going on, and you've got full-on flavour and nice lacing of the glass and smoothness and just all round niceties. Babbling beer reviews. So yeah, I mean, it's definitely lasted longer than the Asda one, isn't it? I think by the time I got down there, that head had gone. And it's nearly halfway through the pint, and it's drinkable. You know, it's wet, not outside. You can get over that metallic-y taste. You get, you know, sort of very light malts in there, and I don't think this doesn't seem to be as sweet to me. And yeah, you think it would be sweeter because it's 2.8, using more sugar to get more ABV. But what do they put in these? Is it sweeteners? What do they use? Do you know? Put it in the comments. If anything, I'd say that was a tad sweeter, weaker in flavour, but sweeter in on the tongue than this. So I don't know. I'm going to give it again. I gave that a 6, didn't I? Oh, I said a 6 overall. 7 to 10 to get some. Yes, try some for $2.25. Again, it's worth buying 4-pack, isn't it? Just to keep it in the fridge for desperation, nothing else. Or you want to cut back on your beer, but you still want a beer. You know, you think, oh, you know, I don't want to keep drinking, but I need to. You get a pack of them, 2.8%, or even the other ones from Asda's, 2% ABV. Yeah, it's not the greatest, but you can get a bottle of beer and just pour a little bit in it, just to give it a bit more of a flavour to it. As I say, check it out. Yes, I'm going to rate it. I'm going to go. Do I prefer it a bit? I don't know. I probably do prefer it. In all honesty, I probably do prefer this. It's a bit stronger, isn't it? It's got a bit more about it, I suppose. What did I say about the? I think I'll give it a 7. Well, the Asda one, wasn't it? I can't remember now. I have to check back in the video. But I did say probably a 6 if I wasn't rating it to say, do you guys pick it up and try it? 6.2 or 7.2 in that 7 to 10 range to buy some, just to try it really. You could say it's rubbish, but again, I don't want to rubbish these beers off because you're talking £2, you know, at a £2.25, £1.20 for 4. We're not talking, you know, bottles of water are dearer than that. You know, you might enjoy the water more. I don't know, but to me, you know, not bad. I'll tell you what, it'd be good for making, probably for making some bitter shandies out of, you know. If you want a light bitter shandy, stick some lemonade in it. Maybe give that a whirl. See, you know, for a couple of quid, rather than spoil your decent beer, just put a bit of that in. A bit of that with a lemonade, bit of shandies. If you've got a pub shed, people come around and like a bit of shandy, get several of them in. Put some of that on and put a bit of lemonade in. Don't tell them. See what they say. Cheapskate. Well, if you're paying, you know, if you're paying for the beer and they're not putting in a pot, worth it, isn't it? So yeah, check it out, guys. Get some and let me know what you think in the comments if you've tried it or if you do pick some up, and see what you think. Anyway, cheers from me. I've picked up a couple of different bottles as well to work through now. Plus I've got some brew dogs to get through. I was going to do a brew dog one this week. I've got that box from the 12 beers of Christmas that my mother got me for Christmas. So thanks, Mum, if you're watching. I will get around to working through them. I've got, I'm waiting for a new Bays one to come on as well. Tracker IPA that's coming on their site. So I'll get some of that and try that off the pump, hopefully, shortly. And we'll see what that's like. So yeah, thanks for tuning in again. Babble, get the words out, Lee. Babbling again for another 15-20 minutes. Yeah, check it out, see what you think to it. And I will see you back on the next one. Hope you're doing, guys. Have a nice weekend, and I'll hopefully see you back here next week. I've got some family down again next week on holiday, so hopefully I'll try and get a video in somewhere. Yeah, we'll see what happens. So take it easy. I don't know what the weather's like up there, but it sounds very rainy down here. There was a rain weather warning. I'm trying to say weather and rain in one word. I'm trying to, you know, open me up before my brain engages. Do that a lot. That's what her indoors will say anyway. You know what they're like. You know what they're like. So there we go. Yeah, take it easy, and I'll see you back with the next one soon. Thanks for tuning in.